Hello. Now, it's a bit of a dual purpose kind of video today. The first thing I want to do, as you can see from the title, Know Your Product. I've been doing a lot of research and stuff lately, so I've been reading a lot and kind of getting involved in a lot of things, reading and research-wise, just basically so I kind of know what I'm talking about a bit more, because I don't want to just ramble on about stuff and it's not true, or I don't know, because I don't want to just read someone else's stuff and then read it back out again without really taking it on board and knowing. So there's a few things I kind of wanted to talk about. Now, I've called it Know Your Product because there's some of the stuff I think that we should be aware of, the products that we're buying and all that kind of stuff, because a few things like coffee, for example. I drink coffee, I love it, I drink it every day, I love coffee, but I've been doing a bit of research about coffee manufacturing and stuff like that, and there is a big coffee manufacturer who gets a fair amount of their coffee from different sources, but a good section of it comes from Indonesia. Now, in Indonesia there's a lot of old growth forests that are meant to be protected. Now, a lot of those are being cut down to grow coffee, legally or illegally. A lot of it's illegal, so I'm not saying that the coffee manufacturers are aware of it being illegal. I don't think they are. I think they kind of get all their coffee as a big, let's say hypothetically they get a ton of coffee beans, and a percentage of that, 10% or something, might come from illegal places. It's all put together, so I don't think they're really aware. They can't guarantee that none of their coffee's illegal, but I think they should kind of do something to stem, to kind of find out exactly where it's coming from and not take on board any of the illegal stuff. The article that I was reading about it the other day was saying about how some people some people are actually cutting down old growth rainforests. We're talking about forests that are hundreds of years old, cutting it down to sell the wood and not even planting coffee there. They've kind of signed a contract on the premise that they're going to grow coffee. They've cut it down, sold the wood, and then just done a runner. So they're not even going to grow coffee there. So it's bad enough that it's been cut down to grow coffee, but when it's been cut down and just left as desolated areas, it's even worse. The article that I did read about it the other day, I read a few, but one in particular talked about the elephant population in Indonesia, wild elephants, that about I can't remember if it was 8 or 10, say 10 years ago, there was about 406, 407 elephants in that area. Now, because of deforestation for the coffee trade, that number of elephants has dropped down to about 12. So you're talking about hundreds of elephants that have died because of lack of resources, food and what have you, and shelter in an area just to produce some coffee. So I think it's important for us to kind of understand where our products come from. Where is it actually coming from? What's the way of its manufacture, and what's actually going into it, coming into our kitchen? What's the entire process, not just going to the supermarket and buying it. Most people, don't care and whatever, but I think a lot of us do. So I think it's important for us to find out. You can write to different people, manufacturers, and ask. They will always write back. I think they're quite happy to write back and let you know, and most of the time they're fairly honest. They'll say, it's this or that, and I'll tell you. Another thing, I was having a conversation with someone the other day. I was working with one bloke, helping with his garden, and he mentioned that he used to pick at an apple orchard. He's only just recently left. Now, I won't mention the apple orchard or anything like that, but he was saying that a lot of apples, most of the apples that you buy from the supermarket, now these are his words, most of the apples that you buy are already 3 to 4 months old at the supermarket. So that whole kind of adage of, supermarkets like to give us this big spiel about fresh picked from the orchard and straight to you and, all that kind of stuff. The reality is that a lot of it isn't, and some apples are stored for up to 12 months. They put them in some kind of vacuum thing that does whatever. He explained it to me, but I can't remember, and it gives it a longer shelf life, and you can store them for a lot longer. So when you grab an apple and eat it, chances are the apple's already a couple of months old, and sometimes the apples are up to 12 months old. So the nutritional value of that apple must have dropped a fair amount. So, things like that, even just ask at the supermarket and write to different supermarkets and what have you. I understand they might have a big glut of them, but I can't see how it's good for us to be eating stuff that's already that old, and it's already gone through a process that I don't know if it's detrimental to the apple or not, to increase its shelf life. So another thing I've been talking about too with someone the other week, I was talking to someone who works for certain company in Australia. I won't mention for the company, and he was telling me about I was asking him about their distribution, what's the word? Methods of distribution, I should say. And he was saying that, say, look, in Australia, right? Like imagine Australia, there it is, in Tasmania. You've got Queensland, right? Now, say where he worked, they manufactured stuff in Queensland, grew stuff in Queensland. I won't say what product it was. Now, they had stuff in Queensland. Now, they didn't have a sorting area in Queensland, but they had one in Victoria. Now, this is a company that's all over Australia, right? So it's not just 2 branches, they're all over the place. New South Wales, all in between. Now, they would manufacture stuff in Queensland, now truck it all the way down to Melbourne, Victoria, thousands of kilometres, right? All the way down, and then they'd sort it out. Oh, this goes here, that goes there, and then they'd ship it all the way back up again, and then it'd go out. So you've got like this one place in Queensland where, say they've got to put product A, has to go here, it's 30 k's away. They'd ship it thousands of k's down to Victoria, thousands of k's all the way back up, and then go back out 30 k's. So I understand that stuff's got to be distributed and sorted and whatever, and it's got to go Australia-wide or wherever you are, it's got to go all over the country. I understand that, and that's fine. But I don't see the point in something going thousands and thousands of kilometres when it just has to go down the road. Like, surely it must cost them a fortune, you know, and I don't know why they don't. They could increase jobs by having a more local distribution centre and just cut down on their shipping costs. Not to mention the pollution and everything from all that shipping. I understand everyone, you know, has a job and things have got to happen, and we're in an industrial kind of society to a degree. But I think some things like that are just ridiculous, you know. But that's what. Now the second part, I'll cut all that now. I've done all the Know Your Product stuff. The other part was just to say thanks. This is the 100th video that I'll be uploading, and over the course of the 100 videos, I just I find it hard to put into words, really, the experience, how great it's been, like all the feedback and people I've met, all the stuff that I've got from people as far as knowledge and what have you goes. There's always great comments on the videos, people watch my videos. Like I remember when I first got I got a first subscriber, and I thought, oh man, a subscriber, you know, like, I kind of thought, oh, someone wants to watch my videos, that's kind of bizarre, you know, like, why? And now there's like over 400 subscribers. So it kind of blows me away, you know. I can't say thanks enough to everyone, and I have to apologise, I guess, in one sense, because there are a lot of subscribers now, and I'm kind of flat out as it is. I try and read all the comments that people make, but like I get between 100 and 200 emails a week with comments and this and that and whatever. So I don't always. Sometimes it takes me a lot longer to actually return the comment or answer a question or something like that. So thanks for writing. I really appreciate it. But sorry if there's a bit of a delay in me getting back to people and stuff like that. Like people are sending me emails of their gardens and stuff like that, and it's just awesome seeing, you know, different people's gardens, and it kind of closes the gap, I think. Like, you know, you might have Australia and America and England and whatever, and it all kind of seems so far away at times. And I know it sounds cliche and all that kind of stuff, but it is a small earth, and we are all together, and that global community really kind of comes to life through things like this on YouTube. Like, it blows me away. Like, someone can send me a video from Texas, you know, oh, this is my garden, man, and and I think, oh man, this dude's in Texas, you know. It kind of spins me out. But it's fantastic. Like, there's people, like, just off the top of my head, there's a few people that I couldn't thank enough, really. Like, off the top of my head, there's people like Dionysus Star, Green Tea Ex Mama, my brother in Sweden, Artvin, Biofilms, BT. There's heaps of people. Like, I can't say thanks enough for everything, because I'm learning a lot too. I've made a lot of mistakes as I've been going along, and people pull you up on it, and that's good, because you know, that's a whole learning process. So thanks a lot. I've really had a lot of fun doing the videos, and I've got heaps more. It's literally just what I do on a daily basis. I just film it, so it's really easy for me. So I've got more videos coming, so thanks again. I can't say thanks enough for everything, and I hope you all enjoy the new videos that are coming out soon. Alright, cool. See ya.